Hi, hello, and welcome to the Oracle Counselorship. My name is Serene Priestess Abossi. I'll be your Oracle today. And I was sent to do a real bona fide Oracle Counsel. So we'll just get in here, fit in here, and see what we got going on. You know, if anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Okay, so we're gonna just do some Oracle Counsel. I just know that it has to deal with Mercury, which is Papa Legba or the Legba for most people. So one thing I know already is that we are dealing with the divine masculine or our twin. Okay, so listen, other person, place, or thing really is an energy, entity, ideology. Okay. We have jealousy from other people because our light irritates their demons. So these are people who are bottom feeder, bottom of the bucket, crabs in the barrel. They're small-minded, they're petty, basic, boring, ordinary. Okay. Um, some of our challenges though are around codependency. It's not always a romantic person. Okay, so what does that look like? It's really more about like we fix other people so we can regulate ourselves. The thing is co-regulation. If somebody else has to change their energy, their demeanor, their circumstances of their life so that we get what we want, so that we feel better, we're out of alignment. Okay, that's what that means. So what does that look like? We should fix ourselves. The other person should fix themselves. Yeah, we should work on ourselves. The other person should work on themselves. And then we show up and work together on the relationship. Um, Having to work somebody, you know, having to work on somebody, having to fix somebody, not so great for our connection. Does that make sense? It's more, that's really codependency, is when you make somebody else's problems your problem. That's enmeshment, when their reality becomes your reality. Okay, so we have that. What this is telling me is that we take on other people's karma and we're having a spiritual recovery. Okay, but that's in the future. So, well, actually, it is right now. Okay, we're with people who are in the spirit of separation. They're aligned to the devil. Um, Spiritually, we're being told not to do it. We can't let them in. We can't let them in our space. We can't let them in our place. Now, the divine masculine is attracting all this energy with them. So a lot of times we're doing the healing, but we're still connected to our person, and people are getting in, our energies, entities, ideologies are getting in through the person that we're connected to because they're weaker or less healed. Okay, I'm working on my divine masculine side. I need to be more assertive, confident, and speak up for myself. So I can no longer bow out of things and situations when I become fearful, but fight for what I love, and that is you. Yeah, so this person needs clarity and focus. They need to work on their heart chakra, their presence. Um, they need to work on their fearlessness and their discipline. Okay. Also, they need to be a little more humble and action oriented. You can have results or you can have reasons. You can't have reasons and results at the same time. This is also number 40, so inky. Okay. Um, So, because the divine masculine is doubting and questioning their decisions. They're having a fight between the mind and the heart. They're feeling worried, conflicted, and agitated. I am bounded physically, mentally, and spiritually. I feel, yeah, I'm bounded physically, mentally, and spiritually. I feel there's no way out of where I am. I feel imprisoned because of my own doing. I'm trying to fight my inner demons, but it's just so difficult at times. Okay, great. They need to disconnect. Too many eyes are on them. They're going through a metamorphosis, though, for self-love. So they need to focus on their own energy and what they're giving to themselves. And that's the same. So we were an empath trying to pour into this person. No wonder we were feeling codependent. It's because we were looking for them to justify why we were giving to them, because external to us was jealousy. We received this person that everybody else wanted, but we weren't toxic, and we weren't in the toxic part of the spectrum. We were in the divine part of the spectrum. We were not in our shadow. Okay. Um, so what was going on with our codependency? That's what I want to understand. Again, we were that empath. We just wanted to keep giving love, keep giving love. So I bet you back in the heavens, back in the divine, we're a love goddess, something that rules love. We are made of, our being is made of love here. Also, we're a whole goddess in the spiritual realm with that Nine of Pentacles. I just want to say. Okay, so we were pouring into this person, making a lot of investments in this person, but they weren't taking the seeds and manifesting anything. In fact, they needed to work on their heart chakra with the Three of Swords here. They were a vacant basilisk pit, a vacant basilisk void. If you feed it, it will eat you. They fell for everything because they didn't fall for anything. They were still wounded. They couldn't find their own inspiration with their heart wouldn't open. Their heart wouldn't open. There was going to be no new beginning. So we were feeding into something that wasn't going to reach. So we were planting seed in fertile soil. Okay. And that's it. I called this. I called it right there. Okay. Yeah, so we needed to burst our bubble. They were the ones that needed to become inspired, ablaze, and we couldn't light them up. There was nothing that we could do. No amount of technical skill in the world was going to make it work for them. But we felt that they wanted us, but this is what we were going towards. We were coming from our own energy into a nightmare because we wanted them, we needed them to want us. That was the only thing that was going to work, and they needed to simulate that. Instead, we were bartering with them, telling them what to do. We were literally guiding them how to love them, love us, and that's what was karmically not going to work. Karmically was not going to make it work. Karmically was not going to make it work. Okay, there was a proper way for love to give access to love, and that was hidden from us because we weren't living in our authentic self-worth and value. That's the epiphany we needed to have, the new idea, what real love was, okay? What real love was. We needed to have the wisdom to know what real love was, down to the depths of our soul, okay? That would have made us a winner, okay? This is what I'm getting. This is from Mercury. I mean, we're sitting with Mercury. So this is for the children of man. So we got the message here. This is okay. So this is a message from Papa Legba. I just want to say, I don't know who this is for. Probably somebody with their sun is in Taurus, and there are some type of, well, somebody here is a Scorpio rising, and they have their sun in Taurus. Said differently, the other person would have their sun in the seventh house. So when you have your sun in the seventh house, um, you live for other people. You don't, your drives for yourself are not that strong. This is part of it. This is a masculine that needs to voice his whatever. He needs to learn to plant seeds. So this is a person that needs to work on their wounds with being a provider. There's language around it or some kind of anxiety that external pressure puts on them. Okay, well, a real alpha meets pressure, not head on. Sometimes you need to retreat, you need to reflect, you need to sit with it, but you also need to be focused on solution. If you need to take a day and wallow, great, as long as nobody's in danger, go for it. You know, it's fine if you can't scale every wall, especially immediately, but go away and train, do some PT, homie. I mean, for real, yo. So this is what we got. I was just saying alpha. Okay, so be an alpha, not a beta, my darling. Okay, be an alpha, not a beta. So what does that mean? Because there's nothing wrong if you're on the other side. You know, a lot of betas are more specified to skill. To be honest, they actually can be more powerful than the alpha. The alpha has the ability to intertwine and to interweave every part of the musical to make every part play in alignment into, you know, many moving parts, but one finished result. So it's really the ability to take command, to marshal resources, to be bold, large, and in charge, to drive things forward. Okay, so everything has been said. Okay, so there's some cold, harsh terms for the other side, I do want to say. In order for them to come forward, they've got to be open with their heart. They're traumatized, they're wounded in some way, and that's not our fault. We're on high ground. So the thing is that we're going to want to heal somebody, and that's not what we need to do. That's not what we need to be doing. What is this with the divine masculine? Why do they need to be healed? Because new beginnings. Okay, so they might be ready to go on and go forward. Fresh start with an open mind, knowing where you lacked in the past and using that to create success, allowing yourself to accept changes that might bring good things to you. Okay, but on what grounds? Okay, well, where's, okay. Okay, so we're being warned not to chase again. Because they're acquiring knowledge, so they might come to us just for some affirmation, affection, appreciation, adoration that they're working on themselves, and that's great. But okay, and this is where they're at. They really are working on it. They're getting down to the knowledge and the college of it all. They're committing it to themselves, and they're dedicated here. A meticulous, consistent, realistic, analytical, practical, persuasive. Sometimes they're helper. I had my life planned out, focusing on my 5-year plan, but then I met you and everything changed. I didn't know how to rearrange my life for you. I should have learned to compromise. Our connection was very intense in confusion. I'm trying to understand our undeniable bond. You were brought to me to teach me things, to bring awareness to my own existence. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. We review the concession, send a donation. Where you have other viewing options, thank you for making us one of yours. Our Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil to the exalted, elite, awakened, ascended beings incarnated upon the earth with a divine mission. Okay, so this person was looking to external sources to feed what was alive in them. They didn't know how to make their own decisions. They we're listening to others. And now we have divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay. So it's been an honor and a pleasure to serve. We have, and it fell in the trash. It fell in reverse. Okay, I was too focused on my career and my goals. I took you for granted and expected you to wait for me. Unfortunately, you knew you'll be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. Okay. So we're gonna wrap this up here. So they need courage because we're going through a glow up and they're dealing with family issues. Let's hope it's not baby mama drama or whatever, or what have you. But they were started out with inner turmoil, now they're going through outer turmoil. So their life is blowing up. Okay, let me just be clear on what I said. Their mind is being blown. Okay, because we were a fateful encounter. Okay. So we might be picking up vibes from our twin. Listen, if the person is we're being called to is not giving us what we need to continue connected with them, it's best to have boundaries and move on. We don't have to stay in something toxic. We do deserve to get our needs met. Okay. So if there's somebody out there that you can't be with, use them as a prototype, as an example to manifest what you do want. Because we have multiple twin flames, what that means is that we're an energetic match. About 12 are born, so on Earth at the same time. So there's about 6 people out there. So the trick is to be in a spiritual union that anchors itself into the physical. So the best way to do that is through having a spiritual practice and through being in alignment with your life path, spirit, karma, destiny. Be doing the things that you're supposed to do according to your destiny upon the earth, and you'll meet your person. They are out doing the things that you want to be doing. Okay? So be authentic to your true nature and your true self. That's what I'm getting. So we're going to come back and look specifically at the masculine and the feminine. That'll be in another reading shortly hereafter. These videos are published on Tuesday, Friday, or the day after. Okay. So speak to you soon. Okay, we're going to come back and do a reading on the feminine and the masculine. Take good care. Bye.